Yeah, I know. It's crazy. How's it, guys? Lebogang here with Bonworks Media. I'm actually on my way out, so I just want to record this video quickly. It probably won't go so quick, shooting day. In this video, we're going to go over 4 reasons why your job is actually keeping you poor. I know, but trust me. There's actually some valuable content, right? So stick around until the end of the video, and if you are disappointed, go ahead and give that video 2 big thumbs down. I will gladly take that. Right, reason number 1 why your job is actually keeping you poor, it makes you complacent. In my language, basically, you're getting lazy. You start to get so comfortable that you're looking at your earned income, aka your job, as being your primary source of income. Right? It may be the easiest source of income to attain in terms of if you have a job already, but it definitely shouldn't be your primary source of income. So what ends up happening is that you start to devalue your own hustles, right? Your own hustles, your own grinds. You start to call them side hustles instead of actual hustles. You start to call them piece jobs. How you remedy this situation is to change the way you look at financial concepts, the way you look at the ideas instilled in us from an early age. Never get comfortable. Never feel this false sense of security that the world wants you to believe in terms of your earned income being primary. Yes, it's your primary means of cash flow, but that's all it should be. It should facilitate your other ambitions. So your primary means of cash flow should facilitate you generating other income streams. And I know when I say stream, some of you guys are already thinking about water. No, like I'm talking about legitimate income streams that are gonna create financial wealth and financial freedom. It takes up valuable time. If you had to think about how much time you actually put in to work at somebody else's company, and if you had to do that for yourself, can you imagine how far you would be by now? I can personally attest to this, as I know how hard it is to work a full-time job and you're coming home late, and then you still have to think about what's next. What's my next move? What's my next hustle? What's the next grind? I get that, which is why it's so important to understand and value the time you have and make sure it's productive, right? Whether that's in the evenings or whether that's early in the morning, but you have to ensure that whatever time you have, you make it productive in efforts to either create or increase the value of other forms of income. Which leads me to the 3rd reason why your job is actually keeping you poor. It creates an addictive dependency, as you constantly think, okay, I have that next 2,000 coming in at the end of the month, that next 5,000, 10,000 coming in. So you create expectations for your finances with a finite mentality. Who says at the end of the month you should be only getting that 10,000, that 5,000, that whatever, 15,000 that you get? When in reality, if you had been cultivating multiple streams of income, you would find yourself in a position where you could say, actually, in fact, I don't know how much I make, right? That's not a bad thing, because now you're looking at, no, there's guaranteed earned income, but there's a lot of other things that I do that bring in more income by the end of the month. So straight, I don't know, bruh, right? So you can actually have that level of confidence to say, I actually don't know how much, I know how much I'm expecting, I don't know exactly. That's sort of the mentality where I want everybody to strive towards, because that's the foundation of financial freedom. That's the foundation for generating wealth. And last but not least, the 4th reason why your job is actually keeping you poor. It gives you a false sense of that mama I made it. You know that mama I made it feeling? Where you actually starting to make money, and now you start to have a job, and then now you're starting to contribute to your black tax. You're feeling good about yourself. Mama, I made it, right? No, not yet. As long as you don't understand your other forms of revenue, your other sources of income. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to start looking at your profit income. That is selling goods and services. So you generate your profits based on your initial overheads. I want you guys to start focusing on that. The 2nd thing I want you guys to start focusing on is your residual income. No, not passive income. This is not free money. Residual income. In fact, passive income is slightly incorrect, and I don't like to use that term. But residual income is something you set up prior to it generating income. So this is where you set something up, and then down the line, it starts paying you little by little. It's commonly known as passive income, but no, it's not free money. No passive income is truly passive. There was an element of activity somewhere in front. You need to be very intentional about your finances. Money doesn't roll off the bed like good morning, right? That's not how money works. You need to be very intentional, you need to act, and you need to go secure that bag. That's why we call it residual income, not passive income, because there is an active component even in passive income. And a couple of incomes that I personally would stay away from if I have limited funds is your rental and your investments. So your rental income and dividends income, I would stay clear of those. Avoid those like the common plague. Avoid those like the 2020. Avoid those at all costs, mainly because you don't have the capital to actually gain from any of this. Right now, you need things that are short to medium term asset generation so you can create your wealth, and then down the line, you can then go into these forms of income. So I never suggest people go straight into them. I know it's a very common thing, especially in South Africa, when somebody thinks, oh, let me generate more income. Well, build a room go morao. That is the first thing that comes to mind. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's a lot of barriers to entry there. If you do have the space and you can build the room, by all means, go ahead, build the room. But what happens if you don't have those resources available to you? What now? Now you must go buy a house just to build a room. Do you see my problem? Do you see the issue? All right, guys, once again, thank you for watching. It's been an awesome time. Grab your financial freedom. If you found value, go ahead and give me those thumbs up, likes. If you hated this video, give me that thumbs down. If there was no value whatsoever, comment down below so you can tell me where I need to improve. Otherwise, let's continue this conversation in the comments below. And please, don't subscribe. Don't subscribe. As you can see, I have 0 subscribers. Don't subscribe. Don't. Or if you do, make sure there's going to be at least 2 of you guys, because if it's just 1 of you guys, it's going to be embarrassing. And yeah.